Hey guys, Swordsman here again. I know, 2 Battlefield videos in one day. I must have a lot of stuff to talk about, but shortly after making my previous video today with the discussion of knocking off some rust and the contemplation of the 24-hour live stream of Battlefield 3 sometime in November, I was seeing some more stuff and speculation and questions were coming in. And so I figured I might as well compile a video of some of the latest news, tips, and, well, not tips, but just little tidbits, rather, of Battlefield 3 information that has been creeping its way out that each thing on its own I didn't really think was a big deal, but put them all together, maybe we'll have some things to talk about. The first one is the beta slash demo slash you get to play Battlefield 3 for free. Several websites are now reporting the information that the head start will start on the 27th of September and the primary open to everybody will start on the 29th of September. There has been 3 or 4 websites that have picked up this information and ran with it, and that information does match what I was told way back in early September or late August. So that to me does seem absolutely correct based on what I've seen personally and have been told and shared with me. So could be the 27th for the 24-hour or 48-hour rather head start. So we've got a bit of time. Now, DICE did release in an interview with a French Battlefield blog, or was it a blog? A French Battlefield coverage site. They let either slip or just freely release the information that the reason that this got delayed is because they're waiting for the consoles to authenticate and approve the software itself for the demo, the beta. And from what I've been seeing is that they sent it to Microsoft before. Microsoft said, oh, no, that's not good enough. And then that rejected the process and slowed it down. The certification to pass through the consoles takes about 3 weeks from what I've seen on 2 different sites. So as far as we can tell, DICE wanted to do this earlier. Microsoft said, no, something's not good enough. And it got pushed back. The PC version is alive and well and ready to go. The console version is the one that's slowing up the progress here. Personally, I'm of the opinion of, well, that sucks for consoles. Let PC start earlier. Why should everyone else be held back because either the Xbox or the PS3 guys rejected it? Now, I guess in complete fairness, rejecting things is good because you don't want, say there was some sort of unknown or missed type of thing coming from DICE that would completely brick any Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 that actually tried to play it. That would be pretty horrendous. So it is good that they have safety checks and whatnot in place, but 3 weeks for a certification whenever they probably only had a minor change to make, that's pure speculation on my part. So I don't know. It seems a bit extreme to have to make them wait 3 weeks to get the process going again. But as I said, it does look like it'll be late September, which is what I had predicted all along. And it seems like it was no fault of DICE of their own. So hopefully soon we'll get some official statements. But again, I suspect they won't want to officially state a date until they know they're not going to be cock-blocked and screwed over again. Because when it comes to developers and stuff, the worst thing in the world is usually whenever they say you're going to get something on X date and then they can't deliver through whatever reason. Blizzard has learned this in the past, and that's why they basically don't announce any details on release dates until they know for damn sure. So hopefully soon. In theory, it'd be pretty damn awesome if, say, Microsoft and Sony said, okay, you're good to go tomorrow, and then maybe DICE could expedite the process instead of waiting until so late in the month, but we'll never know. We'll see what happens here, but it does seem that from multiple sources that it's being cock-blocked by the consoles, which is a shame, really. But I'll be playing it on the Xbox and the PC whenever it does go live, so we just got to be patient and wait. Another bit of Battlefield 3 news that I wanted to touch on was that it was previously said that there would be no jets in rush mode on Battlefield 3. DICE has sort of backpedaled on that, or maybe just changed their mind, or maybe the original information was outright wrong. But They have said that jets will indeed be a part of Rush. Maybe not all maps, but they will be usable in Rush, which I guess is kind of cool. I myself am looking forward to learning how to fly a jet. I think it'll be a pretty fun experience and something I want to do. I want to learn how to do it. I expect lots of time in empty servers or private servers or whatever, getting my ass kicked by myself, just trying to learn how to fly the bitches. But it should be pretty fun. And the last tidbit I wanted to really talk on in terms of Battlefield 3 news is that it had been reported recently in the last day or two that if you wanted to get on the Head Start and you didn't pre-order on Origin, you would need the physical, or well, I guess not physical for PC users, but you would need your disc of Medal of Honor. That seemed like it would make sense. That seemed like it would be similar to how Halo Reach's beta was done. You had to boot up what was it, Halo ODST in order to get it. So that seemed like it would be correct in the way they were doing it, but DICE has said absolutely not, that you do not need your Medal of Honor disc to get the early access. I would figure they can track whether or not you have played Medal of Honor, so maybe if you've rented it before, borrowed it from a friend, previously owned it, then traded it in, you should be good to go for the 48 hours head start thing. So don't need the physical disc still. You should be good to go. And whenever the 27th or whatever the date does roll around end up being, you'll be able to get that 48-hour head start. So that should be some welcome news to those of you that maybe played Medal of Honor in the past, but then decided to trade it away, give it to a friend, snap it in half, use it as a coaster. You know what I mean. There's lots of stuff like that. That does just about do it for the official, well, quote-unquote official Battlefield 3 juicy stuff, but I figured use this time for some other things that I wanted to talk about in terms of Battlefield 3 news on a more personal level when it relates to, say, myself and the D crew. Recently, we've been talking about some server options for how we're going to host the Battlefield 3 D crew servers, and I figured maybe I would start to trickle of comments here to see what you guys might be thinking. Now, I think we should go with a 32-man Conquest server and a 24-man Rush server. To me, that seems like the most enjoyable way for myself personally. I know not all the D crew shares my hesitation towards the 64-player servers and how they may not be so fun for everybody that maybe prefers the smaller stuff, but we'll see how it shakes out. We are looking to probably have multiple servers this time, and now that we've gotten our feet wet with doing the servers before with Bad Company 2, we should be pretty good to go with setting up Battlefield 3 stuff on a good host and having it in there for the long haul. The Bad Company 2 server was definitely a worthwhile test for us. We saw the benefits and the disadvantages to having our own servers, and it should be pretty damn cool going forward in Battlefield 3. It does look like the deathmatch, the squad deathmatch, and the team deathmatch are locked in at their things. At 16 players for squad deathmatch again, and a maximum of 24 players. I think it's 24 players for. Was it 16 and 24? Yeah, it looks like it's locked in. I think at 24 players for the straight up team deathmatch, 16 for the squad deathmatch. So. Could be pretty cool. Maybe have our 24-man Rush server double as one game or a couple games of Rush and a game of TDM or something. Mix it up a little bit. Try to get the most possible coverage. Though you never know. I might end up really liking 64-player Conquest. Maybe the D crew will decide to go that route instead of a 32. I think it'll all be a wait-and-see type moment. I know myself in the past I have not enjoyed 64-man servers in other games, but that's just my own personal taste. What do you guys like? Are you going to play 64-man only? Are you going to stick to the 32 or the 24 for Rush? You guys all well know by now that I prefer 24-man Rush. It just seems like that's the way it was designed, at least in Bad Company 2. And the Alpha didn't exactly do much to change my opinion on that. Alright guys, that about does it for this episode of some news of the Soapbox. Take care guys, I'll see you next time.